Just imagine you meet the love of your life when you're 16 and you get thrown that curveball that you were twins.
Your girl cheated on you with a dude that ain't got no job.
Like, I needed to do this because everyone else is getting married around me. Oh, I better keep up, right?
I love watching this show. I love seeing these men travel halfway across the world, get so humbled.
A lot of women over here are overweight and they don't take care of themselves. They don't work out.
Have you noticed that your good education cannot keep a man? Because you're making money doesn't make you a man. And for the Passport Bros Kings, you're wonderful. Please don't settle for less.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Austin and I found out we were twins when we were 16 years old. I know it sounds super crazy, but let me explain. When me and Austin were in the womb, our parents were actually going to get divorced after our birth. When we were born, my parents decided that my dad would take me and my mom would take Austin, which is super hilarious because Austin looks exactly like our mom and I look exactly like my dad. Funny enough, me and Austin lived 5 minutes away from each other and our parents had no idea how close we actually were to each other. Austin and I ended up going to the same high school. The weirdest thing is literally right when I saw him, I knew there was something like a connection and I didn't know what it was, if it was love at first sight, which it could have been. The funny thing is that me and Austin went on dates when we finally started liking each other, and my dad never knew who he was. Austin and I went to a dance together, and that is where I met my mom for the first time. We had dance pictures, and usually sometimes parents come and watch their kids get pictures done. Well, my dad and my mom were there at the same time, and that is when our whole lives got turned around. We were all in such shock. So Austin and I just kept dating.
You can't make up.
And by the time we were 18, we literally had our life planned out. Just imagine you meet the love of your life when you're 16 and you get thrown that curveball that you were twins. If you were dating in high school and planned your life, would you really drop everything, break up because you found out you were twins?
Of course.
Honestly, I don't think you would.
Crazy.
Austin and I got married and we had our whole family there and they were so supportive and it was the best day of my life. Can't picture my life any other way and I can't picture my life without Austin. Imagine, what would you do if you were in our situation and you met the love of your life, you had your whole life planned out, what would you do?
That sexual relations among relatives cause mutations in children who are born with deformed skulls, syndically, albinism, and suffer from hemophilia and infertility.
Can't should never be in a man's vocabulary.
I would talk to her and say, I love you, but I can't be in love with you anymore. If we have kids, our kids may be affected. That's the problem. Your kids will be affected. And that's just not a person with a sound mind is just not doing that. What's going on with this new generation? I can't say that. Nope. I can't even say that because that's something from old school. That's something from back. That's something that happened almost recently in the country and probably still happens. I don't know if that's where they're from, but you know, everybody from the East always says, oh, you know, you from down south or something. People that do stuff like that, right? Being with the sister, the cousins, people do that everywhere, but still, you know what I'm saying? Nasty. If it was your third, fourth cousin, I would say, maybe that's different. You're not necessarily related, right? Say if it's after marriage, that's a lot different. Your twin brother?
You serious?
I can't no more.
I'm gonna be the one to say it. If money was everything when it came to women, then how come we mess with broke men? How come your girl cheated on you with a dude that ain't got no job?
She belongs to the streets.
Make it make sense.
How come you mess with broke men? This woman has a nerve. Like, you want pookies. You're from the hood. Not every woman is doing that, right? Not every woman that want a hood dude does that. But no woman wants a broke guy, but still, they'll deal with them broke pookies. Why? It hits different. When they talking to you and saying all the right things, and also that guy has nothing but time. The men that have nothing but time to waste are usually the best at chasing women. I remember when I was younger. When I was younger, I had nothing but time. I wasted a lot of time, but from around 19 to like 22, I'd be in the city all the time, taking chances, talking to different women, talking. In New York City, you know what happened? I'd be successful a lot of times. Why did that happen? I was broke and had a lot of time. That's how he got the girl. Let me go on to the next one.
Were you engaged?
About 8 months, and then I called the wedding off like a month or a few weeks before our whole paid for wedding. And
Wait, 2 weeks before? So everything was planned.
paid for. He was great, you guys. He
You guys see the spirits.
was perfect on paper, literally. Like, and I was like, I needed to do this because everyone else is getting married around me. Oh, I better keep up, right? Months go by, we're planning this wedding, right? How am I gonna do this? Like, I'm not being true to myself. Like, this is so unauthentic. Like, what am I gonna do? Yeah.
Mental health issues?
A small. It's like not that small, but it was like definitely nothing that I'm gonna.
How do you feel saying that information out loud today, that he has a small wiener?
Oh, I love it.
You see that? You see that? Now you guys see the that's from being with a lot of You see that, guys? Looks like she was on drugs before. This is the kind of woman. Bear with me now. Some of y'all gonna know what I'm saying. That's been with probably more than 1,000 dudes. You can see it on her, all in her. That's some people just in her and over and over. All those spirits mix. It's real. But I gotta show you next video of her.
That being isn't shameful.
Right. It's not
It's
shameful.
something to be proud.
You see, same girl. She thinks being isn't shameful, right? And this is what she said.
Of, as long as women are in charge of how
the way they themselves out.
Would you consider yourself a feminist? Because that's exactly like how the movement started. It was about like sexual freedom and having power with your sexuality to manipulate men.
I remember the first day of the women's studies class that I took. The first thing you
Andrew Tate, haram. Andrew Tate said haram.
had to do was like write a paper like, are you a feminist, right? And I was like, your age, 18, whatever. And I was like, I don't know, like, and I like wrote this paper. Then after taking that class and other classes like that, I was like, you know what, I am a feminist, yeah, right?
So I'm not surprised about what's going on like in culture right now with feminism, because some people see it as like first wave feminism was good, second, third, blah blah blah. I don't see it like that. I see it as a continuum, and it's been bad since the beginning, since the foundation of it, and we're just seeing more of it. Like they're just being more public with it.
I agree with that lady right there, right? They always do that. Oh, none of it was good. None of it was good. Because once that started happening, see, once feminism started, it went against God. Same thing I spoke about yesterday. The woman said, "Oh, well, women are supposed." No, women were meant to be servant for men because that's what God ordained, right? So now things got worse. Once guys said, "Okay," especially in the West, "Okay, no problem, we'll accept your feminism." Boom, the West crashed. And they knew it. They knew it the whole time because the powers that be behind it is what really wanted this to happen. Let me get on to the next video.
No offense, but if you're going to let him break your heart, at least make sure he's rich, because then you can take the yacht when you break up. If he's broke, what are you taking? Just trauma, okay?
It was rich. Girls keep saying that, right? Girls keep, and you know what? You think about when guys say, choose better. And some people will say, oh, I agree. A lot of women feel that way. So that means get with a guy that's rich. Right? No, that's not what guys are saying, right? You can't be that way, get with a guy who's rich, but you don't deserve it, right? See, let me explain myself. A lot of these women just want to take the surplus of being with a rich man. They don't want to take the give and take There's no give and take. It's just take. And nobody wants to be taken from. No even exchange at all. They just want to take everything, just suck your blood dry. It's like vampires, right? Energy vampires, really. When people talk about energy, this is energy. Most women nowadays are energy vampires, and they can't help it. That's just the way they were raised. They were raised and trained to be energy vampires and to suck your life dry. And guys just don't want to do it anymore.
It's not my fault. It's been a long time I didn't date.
How long?
3 years.
These are the same passport bros who complain about a high body count. I love watching this show. I love seeing these men travel halfway across the world, get so humbled.
What are you talking about?
First thing she says, and you see the green here, complain about high body count. Another feminist who just wants to
emotional, damn it.
Everybody wants that. But how many have you had, though? The age, the green hair, you know something's wrong. Ugh.
Women in other countries like South America, because they're taught at a young age to learn how to cook, that is something that is a part of like the day-to-day routine. So the biggest comparison to over here is that women lack that.
Yes, it's very true. And not only that, they want to get the money and don't deserve it. If anything, I say the women from other countries deserve it. They deserve a rich man, right? That's why a lot of rich men are leaving and getting those women. It's crazy. They have no idea.
And not a lot of women know how to cook here. A lot of women over here are overweight and they don't take care of themselves. They don't work out.
He's cooking on garbage.
They don't really care about their body and any of that. So one of the biggest things is like women over there don't eat out. They don't eat processed food because they know how to cook. They cook. So they're eating home cooked meals, which means they look better. They take care of their bodies better. They care about how they look because, I mean, if you're in shape, then you want to maintain that. If you're already eating out all the time, eating whatever it is, Popeyes, anything over here, then you're just going to keep fueling the fire as you keep going. You're not going to care about going to the gym.
Very true. And that's what's happening. And they don't understand. It's pretty much what guys are signing up, right? Common sense. Think about what's happening with passport bros. You think, wow, this was a long time coming. It's one of them things where you go, it's been too hard living.
Change gonna come.
But I'm afraid to die. Cause I don't know what's out there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming. And I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. That's the passport bros right there.
So, the reason I'm making this video, it's for the American women. You see, ladies, it's not like I have anything against you. No, I don't. What I don't understand is why do you keep making these hateful videos of the men that you don't want?
Exactly.
The men that you're calling trash. The men that you're calling leftovers. You see, look at me, I'm in the village. You can see it. Why would I want to leave this beautiful village of mine to come to America? Because that is what you think. And that is the reason why you're making these videos. Because you think we want your men for us to have a green card. You see, for someone like me, I'm not even interested in coming into that country. If they are leaving, so why should we come? You see, there's something that you're doing wrong. Saying that we don't have education because we're from the third world countries. It's okay, we don't have education. We don't speak good English. Okay, yes, we don't. English is not our language. It's not our first language. I have my native language. You see, I'm a Kenyan, yeah. And I have my native language. But, okay, I may not even have that education you're talking about. But have you noticed that money cannot buy good morals? Have you noticed that your good education cannot keep a man?
Damn!
You see, cooking, cleaning, being a strong pillar, being the queen that crowns your man as a king is not slavery. No, it's not. Staying at home, taking care of your home is not slavery. You see, that is something I was born with. That is something that is in me. When I'm doing it, I don't feel bad because I was raised that way. So I don't understand why you're bashing us, calling us slaves, or these men are predators. You see, like when I met mine in 2021. I didn't know he was a passport pro. Actually, I came to know about this whole movement 2 months ago. That's when I came to, not even 2 months, I think 1 month ago, that's when I came to know about it. And I don't understand you ladies. Oh, they are going overseas for women that are more beatable. Honestly, what you're doing to yourself, you're humiliating yourself. You are. There's no way you can insult your fellow women just because we are submissive. Do you even read your Bibles? A woman was meant to be submissive. And leadership, it's for men. Just because you're making money doesn't make you a man.
Word.
And if you feel like you're a man, please get your girlfriend pregnant and please let us know. From there, we will respect you. But all I can say, please let us be. Let the passport bros be. And for the passport bros, kings, you're wonderful. Please don't settle for less. Please don't stop even making these videos. Stop. Move in silence. Do it.
Yeah, man. That can't happen. What she said at the end, no silence anymore, right? See, she doesn't understand that the movement, the Passport Bros movement, will be televised.
And a million miles away pala ang pagitan ninyo ha. Pero sa power of love, mapaglalapit ang inyong mga puso.
To travel around the globe, passport is the key.
A woman in the West, an independent woman, not needing a man. A woman outside of the West, they don't necessarily need a man, but they show that they want a man.
Kaya sinubukan niyang makipag-usap sa iba't ibang lahi.
Situations where I kind of was led to become passport bro. Right? What she doesn't understand is men have been in silence for too long. We stay silent now. What happens to the future generations? Right? Right now is a time of action. You have men talking about all the drama happening back in the West. You have men talking about everything going wrong with the modern woman, but there's no solution. What's the solution to all the problems? Think about it. Look at all the videos being made. Then turn around and go, okay, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But how are you going to fix it? Right? Before the good Mr. Samuel was passed, he was trying to fix it. But it was already done. I knew it the whole time. Because while all of that was happening, I was where? Out in the Philippines with my lady. Right? It's done. We want peace, but there is no more peace. They started a declaration of war and made it where we are now. So now this is where we're at, and guys are officially done. Guys aren't looking back, right? The whole video that I showed just now was what? Woman showing how a woman had a whole bunch of bodies and showed how she didn't want a man with a little, she said, oh, it wasn't little like that, but, you know, she wanted to say, but I've been with too many guys, right? She wanted to say that, but didn't say it. She was confused, had so many spirits in her because she was with so many people. It's wild. Guys can't go back to that. So what do guys do? Guys leave. And not every guy can leave. But I say this, if you can't leave and be gone for good, at least go out and find someone that fits your program and that doesn't mind getting on your program and that doesn't mind doing those things that you're willing to do, my wife's willing to do, because it's coming to that day and age where that's going to be a lot of guys' choice that they have to make because they realize
This is the way.
Passport bro, passport, no. There's definitely more to life. Dealing with anything that's not that.